Okay, welcome back. What I want to do is to continue with the Unit 306, okay? And again, you've read this already, Outcome 3. Session 5. Now, techniques and methods for safe and effective termination of cables, okay? So let's go down and make sure you can see this clearly, okay? And let's just go in a little bit to it, okay? Okay, let's come back a little bit, make sure that it's well in frame, okay? Okay. Now, okay, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's go with this now. Right. Session 5, techniques and methods for safe and effective termination of cables. In this session, the learner will have the opportunity to understand and be able to interpret and apply the techniques and methods for safe and effective termination of a variety of cables. Okay. Now help me out here. What does BS7671 table 51 state about cable colors? Now you should also find this in the 18th edition, so it should not be an issue, and that's something for you to look up. Make sure the information here tallies with BS7671, okay? Irrespective of the edition that you're looking at. Okay. Let me just make sure you can see what's written on the cabling, okay? Let's just make sure that is available and can be read by yourselves. Okay, let's go back and make sure we're up. We can take the whole thing into view. Okay. Okay. Now that's for you to read yourself. I don't need to read this out to you in the least. Okay. Now with this diagram here, don't ever use a knife like this to splitting that down. Otherwise you're likely to cause extreme damage to the insulation of this cable. Okay. So what you tend to do here is that you will not use a knife for this purpose in this manner. You will use pliers. You'll pull on the earth wire at one end, just a small piece, and the earth wire will strip the cable back for you, ensuring that no damage is caused to either cabling system, and that minimal edge, which you're going to cut off anyway, is utilized. Okay, and that's to ensure. Now never use a knife like this, please. Okay, I know I'm showing it to you in this case, but it's one of the elements that we have to consider and take into view, that not all PowerPoints will give you exactly what you need. Okay. And although the blade is angled away to the earthen conductor, it is still potentially, you can nick the earthen conductor, which will cause a problem for the earthen conductor. It can break actually. Okay, right. So keep that in mind, please. Safety, 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 always. And here you have certain types of, let's move in a little bit, make sure that you can see how it is set up. Okay. and what the text is saying. And let's go up a little bit more. Okay. So we get text fully in play. Okay. And again, this is for you to read yourselves. I do not need to be reading this out to you in the least. Okay. NICEIC, etc. And here you see here it frowns upon using the fin conductor as a ripcord, but it is one of the most safest methods used correctly that will provide you with minimal damage to your cable. Okay. So although it is frowned upon, it is effective. Mineral insulated cable, MICC. That's for you to read yourselves. I don't need to read this out to you. Okay. And here you can see how it is terminated. Now, with this MI cable, these two conductors here can be most problematic. The seal is important, and this pot is full of a compound which insulates the cables from each other. Okay. So, but the problem you can have here is that when you're cutting this sheathing away, what happens is that you get minute copper pieces which can lodge themselves between these two conductors. So you need to measure or check for continuity and that there is no shorting between the two conductors or down to earth in regards to the body of the MI cable itself. Okay, that's your responsibility to check every time. Okay. And here it tells you mineral insulator cable testing and identification. Okay, and that you can read for yourselves. Don't need me to be expanding that to you at all. Okay, just take that back. I want to make sure that all the text can be clear and can be read. Okay. Nothing must be missed out. Because it's very important that you can read it and you can then apply it. Okay? Very important. Okay, and again, that's simply telling you how it is installed. Okay. Make sure that you can have the information, what is necessary and what is relevant to you. Okay. You must be able to read everything that is applicable to this PowerPoint slide. Okay. And again, similar thing here. Okay. I can just move into this. Okay. And again, all this is for you to read and be able to read. So let's look at it in sections. Okay. Okay. Again, let's look at it in further sections going across. Okay. Now the word hygroscopic means that it can absorb moisture. And what happens that if it's in a situation where it's raining and the seal is not made correctly, then it will have an ingress of water, and if you're carrying a high current, it will blow the MI cable off the wall, basically causing extensive damage and expensive as well for the person who has been inconvenienced by that blowout. So you have a massive responsibility to ensure that when you're dealing with MI cable, that it is done correctly at all times and all your tests is carried out. That is your job. Get it done. Okay. Okay, good. Steel wired armor SWA. Okay. Again, I need to make sure that you can read this, see what it is saying about it. Okay. Sorry about that, excuse me. Okay, let's just pull back, pan back a bit, so we are in the correct area. Okay. Okay. And again, the same thing applies here. Just make sure you can get a good view of this, okay, in full. Okay. Okay, that's good. Again, you'll notice here I haven't said much, okay, because this is mainly for you to read through yourselves and to examine. I will not be doing that. That is for you. And here's your coding for your cabling, data networking cables, okay? And here are your categories already set up for you, okay? Okay. Now here you have holding the RJ45 connector, so okay, and here you need to be able to read this for yourselves, okay? So I will not read this out to you, okay? So make sure you can. Let me just make sure you have plenty of light on it, okay? Okay. Fiber optics, okay, let's just give you a picture of that itself, okay? All right. And what it is, what it says about it, okay? And here telling you what you should never do. Okay, safety, safety, safety every time. Okay. And here we have fire resistant cables. Okay, I'm not going to go into that too much now because fire resistant cables is an addition to the MI cable basically. But in regards to if I have a choice, then I would prefer to use MICC cables. Okay, well I call it MICC. I'm an old man now, so I can get away with that. I think MICC, mineral insulated copper cable. Okay. FP200. Now FP200, I think there's an FP400 as well, but don't hold me to that. I think they have acquired a knack of making this more resilient. Okay. Here we are. Okay, so keep the text in view, and you should be able to read it for yourselves. Okay, and pull back, right back. Okay. Okay. Again, answer the question for me, please. Okay. Okay, that's good. Thank you. I hope you will find this information useful. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.